Welcome to another live edition from an undisclosed location of the Real Estate Show. My name is Willner and I am your host. And we are live here on this very channel 5 days a week, every weekday afternoon at 5 p.m. and coming at you 5 different channels. Channel number 1, AM 1470, our local station, our original station, the one that we started here 22 years ago with this very radio show. On the FM dial, FM 95.3, 96.9. That's our second channel that we come at. We also come out through the apps, the portable devices, your iPads, your tablets, your phones, the smartphones. Just download one of the free apps that allow you to listen to the radio. And yes, you can hear the Real Estate Show on your portable device on the go. You can also hear us on our website where we live stream, simulcast the show, 5 o'clock, 5 days a week on our website, which is automaticlandlord.com. That's www.automaticlandlord.com. Now, we're also on Facebook, and we broadcast this show live every single day, 5 p.m. on our Facebook page. So all you have to do is go to The Real Estate Show, no spaces, The Real Estate Show, as if it was one word, either in your Facebook account. If you don't have one, no worries. Just go to facebook.com/The Real Estate Show, and you will be right there where you need to be. And we'll be happy to have you come talk to us. Give us a thumbs up, wave at us, ask us a question. We like the Facebook because it is a little bit more interactive, and every once in a while you hear me talking to somebody in the middle of my radio show. They're not here in the studio, but they're there on our Facebook Live, and I hope that one day you'll join us there and say hello. Try to give us a little bit of feedback as well. Now remember, Automatic Landlord is another great place to send the feedback. You can send us messages, send requests. You can schedule an appointment, a complimentary, no-cost private consultation with yours truly right here, not on the air, off the air, on our website. Again, that's automaticlandlord.com. That's automaticlandlord.com. It looks like we just got bumped off the live video, and let's see if we can't start it up again and see how that goes. Anyway, we got a great show for you today. Today is Wednesday. Today, that means we are at the midweek, and in the midweek we have our midweek report. And as our regular listeners know, what we do is on Mondays we pick a theme. We pick it before Monday, but Monday we talk about what our theme is going to be. We talk about why we picked the theme. We define what we're talking about. And this week it's RORE, real estate on retirement, or retirement on real estate. And this is an option that many people have elected to go down. It's a road that is really kind of special. And if you want to learn more about how to be able to retire, this is something. And I picked an article today for a midweek report because, of course, retirement is a long-term thing. It's not about what happens every single day. But this is an article which I chose from Forbes magazine, and it says, and this is a recent article also, by the way, so this was important, how real estate investment can boost retirement when pensions, 401ks, and Social Security fall short. And if you've followed on some of the statistics that we were releasing, you'll know that if you want to live on Social Security, that is hardly what I would call a princely retirement. Most 401ks never reach over $100,000. The average 401k is under $100,000, and that's a nationwide statistic. And pensions, you should be asking me, what's that? Because in 1978, they started to remove all the pensions, because it used to be, in fact, just like the article, and I'll it's right out of a quote from this article even. Is that there was a time in the United States when the norm went something like this. You graduate from high school or college, and then you work 30 to 40 years for the same company, and then retire with a pension, guaranteed income for life, and a gold watch. And today, Neither of those are happening. Why? Because nobody works for 30 or 40 years at the same company. At least it is not the rule anymore. But that's not the way it works today. The article goes on to say those pensions, for most Americans, their history, and a little bit later, and I gave you 1978, 1980, 60% of Americans had access to a defined benefit retirement program. So you can see in 2 years, 40% of Americans were now off. And today, the percentage of workers in the private sector with a defined benefit program has plummeted to 4%. That's right, only 4% have a defined benefit retirement program in the private sector. So defined contribution, which is the opposite. Think about this. One was a defined benefit. It means I knew what I was going to get at the end, and the company put enough money in there for me based on my salary, my position in the company, and so forth, that when I retire and I got that proverbial gold watch, that I knew what my income was going to be for the rest of my life. And you throw that on top of Social Security, and a lot of people were doing pretty good back then. Today, no such guarantee is common. And what we have now is not defined benefit, but defined contribution. And the contribution comes from who? No longer the company. The company now shifted the risk, the burden of putting money away for its workers onto the workers' shoulders and says, here, you guys go and put money in your retirement account and you choose your risk tolerance, your investment portfolio. And as you probably know, the common person is not, well, I'll even say that it's not that they're not good at investing. They quite simply don't have the tools. They don't have all of the education about investing. That's part of the school system's fault. They don't have a discipline of saving and investing. They don't have the resources to research and know what's going on behind the curtain on Wall Street and how to invest. Where's the best place to invest? What's the best investment mix for me? There's a whole slew of complicators. So according to a 2015 report from the Government Accountability Office, the GAO, the median retirement savings for Americans 55 to 64 was $104,000. That's it. Now think about that. On what's the interest rate, the common interest rate today? It's not the same interest rate that you pay on a mortgage, because the interest rate that people earn is always less than what the banks charge. So if today interest rates are, let's say, 3%, the average investment account, savings account, if you're lucky, if you get 0.1 or 1%, and 1% of 100,000 is $1,000 a year. Tell me who can survive on that. So now we're right back to the conversation about Social Security. They go on in the article, if invested at an inflation-protected annuity, that would equate to $310 of monthly payment. So an annuity is already a lot better than putting the money in the bank. How about Social Security? Well, the average Social Security benefit was $1,500 per month in December of 2020. Yeah, that's 3 months ago. The maximum possible Social Security benefit for someone retired at the full retirement age of 66 or 67 is $3,148, and that's in 2020. So the average person, or the majority of the people, fall somewhere around the halfway mark of the maximum. Most people neither wait the full time because they can't, right? If you get retired around 50 or 55, how are you going to survive out to 66 or 67? You're going to have to start dipping into your retirement savings or any savings that you have at that point. And so that's why you'll see most people are not at the maximum level if they waited, and most people don't wait. So that's just to get you to sort of the foundation of where we are and why real estate, remember the conversation, the ideal investment, monthly cash flow income deposited into your account on a regular monthly basis, number one. Number two, tax advantages. Yesterday on our Tools, Tips, and Techniques Day, We talked about the difference between taxable income, tax sheltered income, tax deferred income, and tax-free income. And real estate really gives you options in all four. Which one is the best for you? Well, that is more of a personal question. And that's why we had that conversation yesterday. And that's why you need to have the professionals that you can contact. Now, if you don't know who to contact, and this is something that's already on your mind, remember, you can give us a call. The toll-free number to reach me is 888-595-7779. That's 888-595-7779. You can text us on our real estate smart line. Text the word investor to 561-861-2366. That's 561-861-2366. And we're going to go ahead and take a quick break. When we come back, I've got some really cool workshops. In fact, tonight we have a super new workshop, brand new, never had before. We're going to talk about the brand new release of the Real Estate Show Biz Connect group. And this is a neat, free opportunity for you to get more involved with the Real Estate Show, what we do, helping people to become financially free, get retired, and invest more using the best real estate, the best investment out there, which is real estate. So don't touch that dial. You're listening to the Real Estate Show. My name is Eric Willner, and we shall be right back. So how's everybody out there today? We got kicked out twice now on Facebook. For some reason, I'm having a feeling that we're not getting the bandwidth that we want. And let's see here. Let's see what happens. I'm not going to put it on the timeline. I'm just going to let it share the way that it goes. Let's see here. Share. Let's see that. Publish. Live video. Let's just start the video the way it is. And let's see if that comes back. And we'll have to go back in there and pick the right video because there'll be scraps of videos out there. I have a feeling that we are maxed out on the internet here at this undisclosed location. Let's see, how are we doing? We still got, yeah, we're there. YouTube is still good, but not so lucky. And welcome back for those of you just joining us here on the Real Estate Show. My name is Eric Willner. I am your host. I am your host here for the last 22 years on America's longest running daily radio show, all about the topic of real estate. And each and every weekday at 5 o'clock, we come at you from 5 different channels, the AM, the FM, the apps. We come here from our website at Automatic Landlord and also on our Facebook. That's automaticlandlord.com. And our Facebook page, which is the Real Estate Show on Facebook. It's a page where you can interact with us when we're live on the air. Today, it looks like we're having some problems on our Facebook page. It doesn't seem to be getting enough bandwidth to pick up from our undisclosed location. And so we'll continue with or without Facebook, and we'll probably put up our YouTube video up there. So anyway, as I was saying right before the break, tonight at 8 p.m., if you're interested in joining us for the Real Estate Show Biz Connect, it's going to be our first launch of this meeting. This is a meeting of real estate investors, landlords, and entrepreneurs in general is really what we're going to. And we have developed a brand new website. We have a membership. It'll allow you to sign in, get regular updates on real estate, on what the Real Estate Show is doing. And we'll be having events on that website, and we'll be having the ability for each of us to network with each other, trade cards, trade information, trade experience. And it's going to be very cool. And so we've been working on this for a little while. Tonight at 8 p.m. If you want to attend, if you want a link to join us, then text the word my team or team radio. Either one should work. My team or team radio. Text it to 561-861-2366. Once again, that's 561-861-2366. Then you can join us. Type the word investor will work also. It's probably an easier one is the investor. And these are some of the different keywords that we have. You know that we have the down payment assistance, the DPA keyword for those people who we've been helping out getting down payment assistance. We have the auction, talking about real estate tax auctions. There's so much information. All you have to do is know the right keyword to get that information, and stay tuned in, stay plugged in here to the Real Estate Show as we broadcast 5 days a week. In fact, not only are we live 5 days a week, these shows are all recorded and archived both on our Facebook page, also on our website at automaticlandlord.com. And you can also get not only your daily dose 5 days a week of vitamin real estate, you can get your mega dose on Sunday when at 9 p.m. we start rolling the shows from start to finish, back to back on Sunday night. So if you're not doing anything else, or you just want to run a little real estate in the background to pick up some good nuggets of what we talk about throughout the whole week, this week talking about real estate and retirement, there you go. There's 4 segments in a row on our Sunday nights, 9 p.m. on all of the different ways that we just talked about. So now let's talk a little bit, go back to our conversation. This is an article that was recently written on Forbes magazine about how real estate can be the solution when pensions, wherever they went, retirements, 401ks, IRAs, and even Social Security come up short. And by themselves, I would say by and large, they all do. If you're lucky enough to have several of those coming together, that's a good thing. If you're not that lucky, then perhaps, as they say, why don't you consult your doctor and find out if real estate might not be right for you. But instead of the doctor, contact us at automaticlandlord.com. As I mentioned, you can text investor, the word investor, text it to 561-861-2366. And we can also, or you go on that website, Automatic Landlord, and pick specifically a time on our scheduling software. You wouldn't expect anything different, right? On the Automatic Landlord, and you can set up a time. It's all automated, and it sets up that schedule for us to be there. Anyway, as I was mentioning before, the median retirement savings for Americans 55 to 64 was only $104,000. Now, I don't know what you're spending per month, per year, but how long will $104,000 last you if that's all you've got coming in? And that means that your money will run out before you do. In fact, I think that's the new number one fear had replaced. There once upon a time, there was lots of life insurance sold because people feared what would happen if they died too soon and they left their families. Today, the worry is quite the opposite. The fear is more along the lines of what happens if I live too long and all of a sudden I don't have enough income to live on, and now the quality of life suffers. So this is where real estate really comes in. And we talked about Social Security. The average person gets $1,500 when they retire, according to the government offices, and that was as of December of 2020, only 3 months ago. So that's very current information. So this leaves millions of Americans woefully short when it comes to retirement income. So what's the answer to this problem? And of course, you're listening to the Real Estate Show, so you ought to have a pretty good clue on the answer. For many, and I have personally witnessed many of those myself, for many, investing in single family rental homes can make a huge difference. And though real estate, just like every other investment, comes with its risks and its challenges, on the upside, the cost to get started with single family rentals is relatively low. Remember, we talked about if down payment is your problem, call me. If income is your problem, call me. If loans are your problem, call me. And we're going to give out those numbers. And of course, you always just remember, automatic landlord is a great way to contact me. But with real estate, your investment, not only if you do this right, you'll have a cash flow positive. Like I said, monthly cash flow coming into your bank account every single month. Number one. Number two, if you do this right, it will be tax sheltered income. In other words, at worst, you won't pay taxes on all of that positive cash flow. And if you do it even better, you might pay taxes on none of that positive cash flow. Then you have the equity buildup through the systematic pay down of that rental property. You've got the equity buildup that comes from appreciation. And you've got the advantage that it doesn't take millions of dollars to buy millions of dollars of real estate. You can buy real estate with a 10%, 20%, 30% down payment and use the benefits of leverage. So through real estate, like I said, there are risks. Anyone who tells you that there is no risk, but here on the Real Estate Show, what we talk about is the simple. We try to keep it simple. You know, the old KISS. Keep it simple, Simon. And the safe. So it's a simple and safe approach to income producing real estate. And that's what we're going to be talking about on our Real Estate Business Connect tonight at 8 o'clock p.m. If you want to attend, again, text the word investor to 561-861-2366. Now, here's an illustration. And back in 2003, there was a real estate investment made by an investor, their first investment of a $98,000 house with a down payment of $9,800. And their mortgage payment was $633 per month. And the rent charge was $875 per month. That means that there was a monthly profit, positive cash flow, of $242 per month. That represented an annualized profit of 29%. Now, remember, and by the way, that mortgage payment is principal, interest, taxes, and insurance. Now, there could be maintenance, there could be management, there could be other things that could reduce it. But there's a lot of room to reduce a 29% rate of return there to get to the bottom line and to have a positive. Now, remember, I've got a piece of property, that $100,000 property, and if it appreciates only at 5%, that was in 2003, and that same property today, right, is worth well over $300,000. So you've got the equity buildup from appreciation, you've got the equity buildup from the pay down of the mortgage, and you've got cash flow, and that was then. So the thing is, we talk about investing for the medium to long term. No, this conversation, especially for retirement, is not about buying houses and selling them the next day, buying them cheap and then selling them for a little bit more, buying them, fixing them, and turning them around, because that is a constant, high labor, and there's no recurring income. Remember, when I look for something, I'm looking for replenishable income, recurring income, scalable income. Because you take that example, and that was one property. Now, if the next year I did the exact same thing, now I have two properties or almost $500 coming in. 3 properties, I have $750. 4 properties, now I have $1,000 coming in. And imagine $100,000 that becomes $300,000 4 times. Okay, now you start to see where we're starting to accumulate massive equity and massive income over time. And if you don't want to do it yourself, this is why you want to join us. Either come to our Real Estate Biz Connect meeting tonight at 8 o'clock, text the word investor to 561-861-2366, or just call us. Go to our website at automaticlandlord.com, automaticlandlord.com, and then contact us there, either schedule an appointment or send us a message. Anyway, the music is coming in again here, so unfortunately I'm out of time to go into further details. That was our midweek report for today. We'll be back again, same place, same time tomorrow, talking about the numbers, ATM edition of the Real Estate Show, about the numbers. So until tomorrow, drive safe, wash those hands, and make it a great day. Bye-bye. All righty. Thank you very much. So we were not lucky today on the Facebook channel, but we'll probably take our YouTube show and put it up over there, and maybe that will make up for the lost channel. Anyway, for all of you that were on there, thanks again. We'll see you again tomorrow. Bye-bye.